Welcome to something a little different. This is going to be episode 1 of a Detroit Red Wings. I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it a rebuild, but I think that's essentially what we're going to be doing, all while maintaining this playoff streak of 25 years if we can. So, here we go. Franchise mode with the Detroit Red Wings. How about it? Let's get into it. Now it's going to bring us to the main screen here where I have all these options. We're going to be creating a new franchise. If I remember correctly, this takes a while to load. Nope, I'm just crazy. If at any point it takes a while to load, I'll edit it out later. And look at that. It already knows we're going to be GM of the Detroit Red Wings. We are just going to use my name. That is fine right there. And it's too long. Okay. Let's try this. I think this happened when I started my regular Red Wings series as well. I think I tried my name. So we are going to be, and I debated a couple other teams. I debated Edmonton, but they already have Connor McDavid, so like what kind of rebuild is that? I debated, let's see, Toronto only for a second, because I don't want Toronto to have anything good happen to them. The Arizona Coyotes, but I pick on them too much. Buffalo I considered for a second. But in the end, the Detroit Red Wings are the third worst team in the NHL right now. They need to they need somebody else to come in. Ken Holland just isn't getting it done anymore. So we're going to have to come in and do it. Fantasy draft, if only. Maybe someday, but not today. You know what? We should turn this off. We should turn this off because that could create for an untimely series ending. Because I'm not going to go GM another team. That's just silly. We do want waivers, morale meetings. I'd rather not. We're not here for those. CPU trades, yes, that's fine. Manage the finances and budgets. We aren't going to relocate, so that's not going to be a problem. We don't want to auto-sign free agents. That is not what we're about here. We can screw with all these later if we want. I think we're just going to go ahead and get into this. This part may take a bit. If it does, I will edit this part out later. Yes, we want to keep the salary cap on. That is fine by me. All right, so we are in our GM mode home. This is where everything will happen. All the magic. This is where it all goes down. It's just the regular season, or not the regular season, the preseason for 2016. We are going to, let's see. Should we just sim up to the start of the regular season? Let's do that. Yes, let's view our owner goals, even though he can't fire us. Wants us to make round 1 of the playoffs. Winning on the road is good. Get 20 road wins. Oh boy, that's a tough ask. Especially for this team. Couple salary cap. Vacations. Edit scouting assignment. Of course, most of the time I ignore these, but we definitely want to scout, and we want to do this correctly. So, I'm going to scout the OHL, because if I remember correctly, let's scout the OHL. Let's scout forwards for 2 weeks. That's fine. That is fine by me. Allocate budget. Do we wanna? What do we want to do here? Let's add this promotions. Oh, that's the max. Well, we don't want to really do too much arena operations. I mean, we do, but we're moving to a new arena next year in real life. Of course, we aren't in the arena, so I guess we probably should pay a little bit more attention to arena operations. But we'll worry about that next year. We got to make the fans happy. This season might not be pretty. So let's go ahead and set our promotion nights. This is the BS of GM mode that I really could do without. It's just I'm here to rebuild the team. That's all I want to do. I just called it a rebuild. That's not good. That is not good. Let's see. Toronto. That sounds like a good night for a bobblehead giveaway. Is this schedule not accurate? I don't think it is. Oh, wait. That's February. Oh, it's still not accurate. Because what's up with all this nothing? What is this about? From the 1st to the 13th, nothing. Oh, those are just home games. Duh. My God. I'm goofing up early. March. Let's get the Chicago game. What do we have left? We got a whole bunch of dollar dues left. We've already given away all the bobbleheads. Let's give away another t-shirt. Let's give away a hat. Can we do all of them? I've never been able to do all of them. And then Montreal. We can't do all of them. So we might as well do the scarf. Who wants a puck? Let's be real. If you get a puck, it'll be one coming over the boards. Save and exit. That'll do for promotions. That'll do for promotions. Oh, Jimmy Howard got hurt in the preseason. Fantastic. That is not... Oh, see, he's recovered already. He's NHL 17 injuries, man, I tell you. See, Jonathan Erickson's going to be back right away. Just watch. It's just like these injuries last like one game. Is that a setting? Can I change that? I mean, it's so crazy. Every team that's got to be salary cap compliant must be by this date. We are. And there we go. So we are to the regular season. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sim to the trade deadline. And we are going to see... Actually, you know what? I'm going to sim to the All-Star game. I'm going to sim to that, reassess what we want to do here. And then in the month from the All-Star game to the trade deadline, that'll be decision time. That'll be, what does this team have to do so we do this? That is what we are going to do here. So I will go ahead and start this simulation. It may take a while. Yeah, whatever. It may take a while for me, but I will edit all this out later. We start off the season with loss. That's not good. Start off season with 2 losses. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Could be a long season. We haven't won a game yet. Anyway, I will see you on the other side. All right, so at the All-Star break, the simulation is about what the real-life Detroit Red Wings are, minus give or take a couple of overtime losses there. We are 23, 22, and 5 at the All-Star, the day of the All-Star game. So to go out and, well, of course, we got to look at the standings first to see how bad it truly could be. This is happening a lot where that logo's not showing up. I don't know what's up with that. Let's see. I completely don't know where I'm going. So there we go. Stats Central, please. This game is slow as hell right now. So the Atlantic Division, we are 5th. We are 5th. 5 points out of a playoff spot. Montreal, it's not a very good division. We're only, let's see. Well, we're 15 points out of first place, which is quite a bit. We aren't going to get there. Buffalo is 4 points ahead of us with 2 games in hand. And then Tampa Bay, Florida, Boston's a good team. They're tied, so we could easily be 6th. But we are 5th. We are 5th simply because we have 2 games in hand on Boston. But that is not good. Let's see where we are in the entire league. I don't see us in the top 14. Didn't think so. We are 16th best in the league. Not good. Not good. Point percentage. Oh my goodness, the San Jose Sharks simulating like they always do. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Where are we in goal scoring? Okay, it's about middle of the pack. That's not terrible. Goals, 4 per game. That's an average. Don't care. Goals against. This is going to be really telling. We're a little bit higher on this end. We are, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th in the league, or I guess 16th in the league in goals against. So that's not very good either. Power play goals, not very good there. Total power plays, that we're killing it. Power play percentage must not be all that good, though. We're going to be towards the bottom of the league. Second worst power play in the league. Shorthanded goals, we don't usually do that well, and it doesn't look like we have this year. In fact, oh no, we do have 1. We got 1. Power play goals against. This will be a telling stat, and we're pretty up there. We are pretty up there. Not good at all. Penalty kill, we're bad on that. Shorthanded goals 4. Oh, that's what I thought this was. That other stat was. We're not good. Home record. See, we're not bad at home. On the road, we're pretty bad. And we've been pretty bad our last 10 games. So, even as a Red Wing fan, this, I mean, it doesn't seem like this team is going anywhere. And we don't really have the assets to get a big-time trade. I just don't see it. Like, if you take a look at this roster, I mean, I don't think we have a 90 overall, do we? We'll just go to roster moves. I do not think we have a 90 overall player. And we don't. Henrik Zetterberg's the closest thing we got. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. And, oh my god, oh, I thought that was what we had. So Peter Mrazek and Jimmy Howard are okay. Jimmy Howard's overall actually went up from what I have in my NHL franchise mode with the Red Wings that I play. Guys, as hard as it is for me to say, I think we have to sell. I don't see this team improving enough to make the playoffs. I don't see it. We'll take a look at the trading block. No, we don't want to edit ours. And I'm not trading away Z. Let's take a look. We will browse the trading block to see if there's a whole lot of good stuff here. So Shane Doan, he's old. Nothing going on here. Brian Gianta's old. An old AHL goaltender. Jerome McGinley, old. Not what we need. We don't need a lower overall goaltender. Patrick Sharp, kind of old. Andrew Ferentz, old. Oh my God, Jaromir Jagr. And Thornton. Oh my goodness. This is the oldest trade block in history. I would trade for Jagr, but oh my God, I can't believe his trade value is even that high. Could retire any minute. Watson, a whole bunch of prospects that aren't going anywhere. Some draft picks. Jason Chimera, he's old. I mean, nothing right now on the trade block. Vernon Fiddler, he's old as hell. Mark Streit. Ooh, now that's interesting. But I doubt we have that much trade value. And Peter Mrazek is probably going to be just as good. So that doesn't make much sense to trade for him. There is nothing. Ooh, Andrei Vasilevsky. That's interesting. Intriguing, anyway. The Maple Leafs are selling all their picks. Ooh, the Sedin twins are on the market. That would be interesting, as well as Alexandre Burrows. Washington Capitals don't have anything for us, and neither do the Winnipeg Jets. So, honestly, I don't know what we get rid of. We are going to edit our trading block. And we do not want to get rid of our first-round pick. That is not something we want to do. We actually have, I was going to say, we have two of them, but we do not. One's for 2 years from now. We're going to remove this, and we're going to remove this. Actually, we're going to remove all three of these things, because I'm not trading away Zetterberg either, even though his trade value is the highest. Let's see. I mean, we have no trade value anywhere. I'll put Franz Nielsen on here. I'm basically going to put anybody with high trade value up. Franz Nielsen. Oops. Gus Nyquist. Not Dylan Larkin. I am not going to trade away Dylan Larkin. But I would trade away Thomas Vanek, Tomas Tatar, any of those guys you want. Get them on out of here. If I can trade for a prospect with these guys, ooh, baby. You know I will. You know I will. Anything that can help us out free agent-wise with... Ooh, now this is interesting. 85 overall as a free agent, James Wisniewski. 32 years old. I don't think you sign free agents. I don't think it helps you much trade value-wise because he's free agent. Nobody's really going to want him. I think we're just going to leave it. We're going to be smart and just leave it. Marty Havlat's on the free agent market. That's interesting. Okay, so we are going to sim to the trade deadline and then trade away some of the guys that the league seems to think are valuable. The Franz Nielsen, he's 32 years old, good center, could play second or third line. Thomas Vanek, I almost said Tomas Vanek. I'd trade away Tomas Tatar, Gus Nyquist, any of those guys if it gets us something sizable. So I'm going to simulate up to the trade deadline, and I will see you on the other side of that. So it did not get much better between the All-Star break and the trade deadline. We are still 28-6, 500 in regulation. It ain't going to happen. I don't think we're making the playoffs. I will take a look at the stats. We've actually fallen a position, I think, in the Atlantic. We've actually fallen 2 spots. 20 points out of first. Let's see. 7 points out of a playoff spot. I just don't see it happening. Ooh, the Buffalo Sabres have moved in, though. That's interesting. I mean, everyone is so log-jammed here, but I don't think it's very good. Tomas Tatar's leading us in points. That's pretty good. Let's see. Anything happen? No, I didn't get any trade offers in the simulation. I didn't get much at all from the simulation. Let's see. I'll edit our trading block. Oh, what the hell? Why'd my... I had no idea my phone got turned off. And see, we can't just like look and see what we can get for these guys. Well, I think we propose a trade. If we send 2 of these guys, let's see, Tatar and Nielsen, I think we could get an elite player. We could get like an Austin Matthews or a Connor McDavid or a Jack Eichel. We're on the Buffalo Sabres, so can we take a look at Jack Eichel? He's hurt right now. He's got a potential to be a franchise player. There's a lot of trade value there, though. Those 2 players might not do it, and I don't think they are interested in either one of these guys. So we could try Jack Eichel. He's an 88 overall right now. Let's go try Edmonton. What do they want for Connor McDavid? His trade value is probably through the roof, and it is, as it should be. What about Toronto and Austin Matthews? He's probably way up there, too. This is a little bit more doable, I think. He's already an 87 overall. We could go ahead and trade for this guy. Of course, the Toronto Maple Leafs would never really do this, but we could trick the video game into doing it probably. But I say we go after Connor McDavid first. That would be, I think, a big-time move. And if we could get him, it could definitely... He'd be the one... Him and Dylan Larkin would be the ones we could build around. And we could BS this a little bit. The Oilers are actually interested in Tomas Tatar. Let's see who else they're interested in. Anybody at the top? Dylan Larkin, who we're not interested in giving away. So, we could go Franz Nielsen and Gus Nyquist. That might put us close, and then... this might take a little bit of finagling. So right now, that's actually closer than I thought it was. Let's sort this and just give me you. You're fine. So if we added in a draft pick of sorts, this is absolutely crazy. Where are our picks? Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Okay, so our first round pick this year is actually really freaking valuable. I don't want to give up a first, though. I would give up a second. Those look pretty damn even. Will they take it, though? They're only interested in Tatar. They're not really interested in Nyquist. I'd be getting Connor McDavid, who's on for another 2 years, and this no-name defenseman who I'll probably end up cutting in the offseason. Let's propose it and see what happens. Edmonton is totally unwilling to give up what you asked for unless you really make it worth our while, and we haven't. Okay. So, I would be willing to give up a third-round pick as well. Do you think that'd do it? That's closer. And they're still not willing. Okay. Well, what we could do... I don't want to give up that first-round pick. That's just something I don't want to do. We could give him our first-round pick in 2019. Just fooling it with the trade value. and 2021. That's so far down the road. Oops. Look at the trade value. We are putting way more to them than they are to us. Can I get to the bottom? There we go. I think that this might work. And if it does, we've landed ourselves a franchise player. They still want more. Man, oh man. How about a 2020 first rounder? That's really making it worth rewind. That is 3 first-round picks. Oh my goodness. They ain't budging. They are not budging. Okay. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. I really don't. But let's give it a shot. A first-round pick and Thomas Tatar. Now it's... we would have too many skaters. We'll take this guy out. I don't like the looks of that trade value. They're getting snarky with us now. We could give up no players. That could be a thing. So this meets Edmonton's trade block requirements. So does Tomas Tatar. What else? Does anything else meet their trade block requirements? Anything at all? Anything at all? I don't want to give him Dylan Larkin, because I think that we should still be looking to build off him. And so this is where we start playing around, getting these no-name guys in here. This could work. Trade rejected still. I'm just going to send some prospects if we can, if it'll allow us to. Justin Abdelkader, he's 30 years old. He's got some trade value and they're interested in him. I mean, this is going to be a tough sell. This is really going to be a tough sell. They want to give away Ferentz here. I don't really want him. Let's give it a try. Trade rejected. We could live with what you are sending us. Your offer is woefully insufficient. Ay, ay, ay. So not good. Let's get... we could just send Dylan Larkin and just say screw it. But I don't know how smart that is. Because he's an elite player. They think. Tatar, they want him. We could just send a boatload of first-round picks. A boatload of first-round picks. I mean, the trade value would be so ridiculous. Traded 2020, 2018. There we go. 2022. We're just going by trade value here. Tomas Tatar and 4 first-round picks for Connor McDavid. Look at all that trade value going. And it's still rejected. I just don't know if Connor McJesus is going to come to Detroit. This is 4 first-round picks and they don't want him. All right. So let's try. This is a little bit more reasonable. Let's get all these first-round picks out of here for now, so we don't make any terrible mistakes. Austin Matthews, his trade value is a lot lower than Connor McDavid's. It's still a lot, but a couple of first-round picks might sway the Maple Leafs into thinking that they're getting a deal here. So if we throw 2019 and 2018 as well, and you know what? Let's just throw 2022 because it's so far down the road in there for good measure. You know what? Actually, let's try it this way. That's not good. Let's try 2022. And that's not good. Nobody's trading away their big guns yet. Look at all this trade value. Look at all this trade value. Oh, we'd have to call somebody up to the NHL. What? That's fine. Look at that. Austin Matthews for Tomas Tatar and a whole bunch of first-round picks. It's probably stupid, but now we have something to build around. I didn't trade this year's pick, did I? I don't think I did. So that's fantastic. So we still have that to work with. So now, let's take a look at these lines. So Austin Matthews is on. Austin Matthews is on the squad. Currently going to center the second line. No, off. Keep that off. I don't want to be bothered. So we could put him. Let's put him up top. Put Zetterberg down here. Oh my God, Johan Franzen. We need him off the team. I guess we're going to save Gus Nyquist and Thomas Vanek for now. But now we've got our franchise player that we can build around. So we have potentially the guy. So I think, unless, because we don't want to trade for a draft pick that we don't know is going to be the number one pick. Because we want a chance at Nolan Patrick, Maxime Comtois, or Timothy Liljegren, any one of those guys. I would take any one of them. Preferably Nolan Patrick. But if we don't get him, there's still a pretty good chance at getting something decent. So we will have to do that in the next episode. This one was fun. We've done some non-legit things, but sometimes you gotta do some crazy things to get what you want. And that's what we did this time. Austin Matthews is on the team. The Red Wings will have the last couple months, last month and a half or so of the season to get what they need done. If by some miracle this team makes the playoffs, well, then that's great. It would hurt our draft pick. I think our offensive stat actually did go up. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, everybody. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.